Hey yo, what is up you guys? Y'all already know who it is. It is the biggest bird on the block, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Well, back at it again with the live stream, but today I'm going to be a little educational to you, my viewers, and possibly try to help anyone who is trying to become a content creator, anyone who is thinking about it. I'm going to be showing you guys one of the biggest things that you cannot skip on, one thing you should always make very visible whenever you're making any video. And that is, of course, talking about thumbnails. I'm going to be educating you guys how I do my process of how I make my thumbnails, just so it could potentially help you be able to make better content for yourselves. But you guys already know who it is. I'm back at it, and I can see a lot of you guys already in the chat. What is up, everyone? What is up? I see you, Gaporo. I see you, Kalidar. What's going on? You guys already inside of here. Well excited. What is up? What is up? And again, what is up? Let's see what's going on over here. I see you guys over here in the chat. What's good, everyone? How is everyone doing? Happy Friday. Glad to have everyone inside of here today. Let's see. Yeah. Twitch not working? Why you say that? Is it not working? Oh, no, I don't got Twitch turned on today. Just because I don't want to deal with it. I mean, I can always turn it on. It'll take me 2 seconds to turn it on. It literally nothing at all. Let's see, but my chats aren't working because of course they're not working. So let's see if I can get them to get turned on real quickly while I mess with some of the settings, because it's always like this with my chats. Never understand why it's always like this. So let's see if I can get it fixed real quickly. Let's see, refresh that. Chat box, refresh that, and then we're gonna bounce over to my other scene so we can refresh that as well, because you know it's never working. As you can see, the chat's not working. So let me pop open Streamlabs real quickly, because I like to make sure my chat is visible, because it needs to be visible. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Widgets. This is so small. Let's see. Chat box. Should I add it? What happens now? Let's see. What's going on in the chat? Say something, Gaporo. Anything working? I swear this is how it always is with Stream Element, the Streamlabs. Never seems to want to work, but it's okay, I guess. It's okay. So let's bounce over. Let's see. I mean, the stream's working at least, so I guess that's okay. So let's see. You just hit the back button on this one. This one doesn't need to exist. Trash can. I should have double checked it before I did this. It's okay though. I never double check it, and so that's my own fault. So just delete that. Okay, let's jump into how to make awesome thumbnails for your guys' videos. So there's not going to be any chat. This is actually probably a little bit of a good thing, so it's not blocking the screen in Photoshop. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why. It works when it wants to work. Usually I do a test stream before I start off, but you know. Okay, so when it comes to making thumbnails for whatever you want to make, usually for me, what I do is I will go into a video that I'm going to be editing. For example, I'm currently working on my AO3 sniper video, where I'm going to be running into Ghost Arena. I'm going to do the full entire arena in the video, and I want to have a really cool thumbnail for that video. So the first thing I want to do is go find the footage I have, and then get something that's relatively relative to what I'm doing. So let's jump into it. Let's find the clip. It's going to be this one right here. Okay. So, oh, my bad. wrong screen. So now we go into the clip, we find the clip we want to find. What I do is I supersize it, and then I fast forward to a point where I actually want to make a thumbnail. So, you know, I'm just browsing. I'm, like I said, I have the AO3 sniper, which is what the video is going to be about. And then I want to get a picture of where I'm located at as well. And I want to make sure everything's really clear and visible. So see, yeah, like right here is a good spot. So right here will be an excellent spot, and so I will get myself ready. I'll get it. He's deep AI. Get out of here, Gaporo. So as you see, I'm trying to get a cool looking backdrop, you know, something, an image I can use for my thing. So like right there. Perfect picture. So I took a screenshot, right? Right on, and then boom, I took the screenshot. Okay. And so now we have the screenshot of what I actually want to create on. So now we're in Photoshop. We're going to click on new file, and then there's going to be a bunch of different custom stuffs. But I always like to go to the 1920 1080p for my image. I click on that. You know, pixel density is always 72. Real simple stuff. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click create. Also Gaporo and Kalani. I wanted to do this live mainly because I thought it might be easier doing it live versus, you know, trying to craft a video, because I'm not really good at that type of thing. So I thought live would be better because then I can interact with you guys. But yeah, after you make your canvas, you want to hit left control and V to paste your image. Okay. And then from there, we're going to want to get it nice and good looking. Actually, let's keep it big. Like right there. That's perfect. Photoshop's so easy. I don't use AI. And so after you get done having your image placed where you want it to be placed at, I like mine right here. On the left-hand side of the screen, there's going to be a select object tool. Okay. So from here, I'm going to click select object. And what it's going to do is going to select the object and everything around it that I want to use. And then from there, you can see what's being outlined and what's not being outlined. And so from here, hit the W key to bring up, what's this tool called? The quick lasso. Yeah, quick selection tool. And then you can either add or subtract. So if you want to subtract, hit left alt, and then it'll take away from the marching ants, right? Right. And then you just want to just kind of like brush it out, I guess, if you will. And yeah, you know, get your image, get it all nice and good. Look at everything, make sure everything's all squared up. What's up, Tekken? What's going on? What's going on? Glad to have you guys popping in for a stream, teaching you guys some information on how to make a thumbnail. So, I see you guys, you said. Yep, and then so from here, what I do next, you know, as I'm, you know, filing out, I can see things in the distance that may or may not be part of the image. So for example, the tip of the gun, you can see here that it's not highlighted out. So I just keep on going out and I start, you know, just keep on doing what I'm doing. This part right here, it's not good. This part of the inside of the gun, gotta make sure it's nice and filled in. Okay. And then so from here, what you want to do is left control and C, and then left control and V. So now if you look on the right hand side of the screen over here, if you see my cursor, I made a new layer. So you guys know, a new layer of what I have taken a snippet of. And so this is the image without the background. So I'm going to reactivate it on the right hand side, hit the eyeball tool. Okay. So I have my image is pretty good. It's almost there. So if I don't like something, I can always, like this little tidbit right here. Oops, it's kind of just sticking out. So I believe it's the S key. That's way too big. S key is for eraser. So we're going to want to minimize that. It's fine. I don't know. Okay. It's not letting me erase. Maybe it's E button. E button. I mean, my bad. E button. Still too big. So if you don't want to do that, you can always just go back and you can mess with the marching ants some more just to get it nice and leveled out. These are some spots. Okay. Okay. Super cool. Super easy. Right. Piracy tutorial. Psych. So I use Photoshop because I'm going to show you guys that you don't even know. Watch this. I'm going to show you, Kalik, how I make the image pop. So like I said, copy and paste. So now, like I said earlier, it's time to make the image pop. So the first thing I want to do is double click on the right hand side. If you see this, I'm going to double click on the image. It's going to bring up, got ourselves a new sub on YouTube. What's up, Kyman? So now I'm going to add a drop shadow. That's the first thing I want to do. So you're going to hit FX, hit a drop shadow. I got a few already up. And so with the drop shadow, you can now make really cool background and stuff like that. You always want to make sure it's on normal. Make sure your opacity is up to maximum. What's up, Breathless? What's up, Breathless? And what's up, Luco? What's good, Luco? And then from here, what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure your size is set to maximum, or whatever your size preference is. You can make it small, like a little outlined. Me, I like mine to be big, real big. Okay. And then from here, I can add more effects. So what I always suggest is a drop shadow and an outer glow. And if an outer glow, you can really make the image pop. As you see here, I already had this one set up. It's kind of the same thing. Hit normal, opacity to max. And usually when you first open up one, it looks like this when it comes to a drop or outer glow. but you want it to be as low as possible, right? You can change the size if you want to. I like mine to be just a little tight on the body. Okay. And then from here, as Calder was saying, to make the image pop, he says, why didn't you open up another program first? Because I like to do it all in Photoshop, real simple and easy. And then so here on the top right hand side of the screen, you're gonna see a tab that says adjustments. I click adjustments, and the first thing I always do is click curve. I click curve, you can see it. I always bring it up a little bit, and then I bring it down. You can see here, just making it stand out. And then there's an eyeball tool right here. You can see that or not. I click that and it changes the background. Now I can go back and click on the background if you can see what I'm doing on the right hand side of the screen. Click the background. Then I do curves again. And what I always do is I just lower it down just a little bit, kind of like that, just a little bit. And as you can see, I'm making the image pop out like crazy right now. It looks really good right now, right? And if I really wanted to, I can adjust the actual character himself, and I can go to like brightness and contrast. I can change the brightness a little bit, make him just a little bit brighter. If he's too bright, I can always click on the eyeball. Oops, not that eyeball. And then go back to levels, and then I can adjust the levels just to make him stand out a little bit more. Oops, not that. So just a little bit of adjustments here and there. See, he's a little bit over blown out, a little too much contrast, a little darker. So right there, that looks really good. How's that look, you guys? Does that look really good so far for the thumbnail? Let me know in the chat. Okay, and then the very next thing you want to always make sure is that you have really good looking big bolded text. It doesn't have to be a lot of words, just enough words just to get your point across. So like I said, this is going to be my AO3 video at the Ghost Arena contestant zone, where I'm running the entire zone with no edits and stuff like that. And it's going to be a field test. So as I do, I'm going to hit the T button on the keyboard, and then I'm going to type in with caps locks on AO3, just AO3. You can't see it because it's black, but usually you can switch up the colors and make it whatever color you want. And then you just make it big, make it real big. Just drag it. And then what I do from here on the right hand side of the screen, make sure my characters are selected, double click. And then from here, I can go inside of, see, drop shadow. I can add a drop shadow, AO3 white. Secondary, if I want to add another one, easy, easy. Could leave it just like that. That's pretty fire, just like that if I wanted to, but you guys know how I do. I like to have all my special effects and stuff like that, all that cool stuff. You can save presets inside of here, whatever way you want to do it. Hit cancel, then bounce back. We're gonna do it from scratch. So drop shadow over here. Let's see all of this stuff. How do I reset this? 1 second. It should be reset. Okay, let me do a fresh drop where it's just this by itself. Okay, where it's just a drop shadow. So we're gonna start with the drop shadow, set it to normal. We're gonna raise the opacity to maximum, and then we're going to add a outer glow. But it is outer glow, so let's see. Switch it back, outer glow, make it solid. There we go. Fold it out. I'm gonna switch the color up to, I'm not sure what color should I do for this, you guys. What color should I do? What color should I do? What color should I do? Let's see. We're gonna have it stay on pink. And what I usually like to do now is that I have it big and bolded. I will now bring the spread down just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, just to give it kind of like a deep glow. Then I'll go back to drop shadow, switch up the color. Let's do white, and then multiply for blending to white. And then now we're gonna adjust it. We're gonna make the size big, opacity maximum, spread kind of low, and then bring it back. What's up, Vesket? What's going on, Varix? Let's see. Let's bring that spread just a little bit more. Go. Something like this, and I can always make it shine. Really want it to, you know, just adjust the settings a little bit, kind of like that. Because usually what I do, I just have red, and that's what it usually looks like with maximum opacity. That's how I usually have it. What's up, the Gaming Tribunal? You taking notes? I feel it. And so I can do a lot of stuff with this, and I can also add another effect if I really wanted to. I can do bevel. I can do inner glow. Inner glow makes really cool things happen. So it's going to be normal. We're going to pick white. And then we're going to change the size up a little bit, and we're going to make it a little bit more stiff. Opacity is not maximum. There we go. Bring the size down. Maximize, and you can just bring it down kind of like that. And boom, boom. You got really cool lettering if you want to, and you can change the color of it. If you want gold, like I said, I like to rock gold a lot, like a darker gold. And very simple, very easy. And you can make lots of cool looking things just like that. But me personally, I like to have some stuff very basic. So, you know, just a simple white and a white bold on it out of it. Or I can make it be my typical where it's like this. Very nice and bold. And then I kind of just rinse and repeat. And once you have it going, you can create your own layer. So if I want to do my next test or my next text, again, the text that I use is impact, always impact with the slant. And then I'll do just field. Now select it, get it lined up. If you can see the purple lines on the screen, not sure if you can, it's really small, really hard to see. Just so you can line it up better. There we go, good lineup. I just bring a big giant field over here. A little big, a little too big, but it's okay. We're good, we're good. And then back here on the right hand side, you're gonna see we got the text over here, highlighted field, double click that. And it should already be set up. So all you gotta do is just check the marks. Boom, you already got it going. And if you wanna do any more, you know, like I said, you can hit right here, new styles, click new styles to save it, just so it'll be in your library. So if you wanna click it real quickly, it's already there. And you saw here, I clicked it and almost nothing changed because I already have it made. And then I can do other stuff, different colors, gold, different types of bold. Usually I use this one right here with it, make really cool thumbnails. But if I want to just do anything special, you know, just basic like that, go here. And actually, let's do that one. Just that one. I want to add another drop shadow to it. And so I want this drop shadow to be white, just to give it a nice little outer glow. As you can see, starting to form a little bit. We're going to hit normal. And then we're going to, if I'm going too fast, you guys let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm just going to make it a little bigger spread. Now, not bigger spread, just opacity to max. As you see here, it's starting to shine a little bit. Let's see. Let's bring it in a little bit with spread. Distance. Never mess with distance. Just keep that the same. And, you know, it's coming together very fast, very easily. Let's see. You see here is coming along very fast, very easily. So then test. And then this one, I'll probably just use one of my basic presets. And you can apply this to anything that's more than just gaming. And I'll demonstrate that with one of my other videos from one of my older channels, just as a good representation. So yeah, AO3 field test. And that's all I want to do is change the color. It don't got to be red. And then yeah, boom. That's pretty much it. So you know what I'm doing. You know I have the AO3 right here, and you see that I'm going to be doing a field test. You guys know that. But let's say if you're someone who's inside of here who wants to do something that's not in this form of content creation, that's not gaming. So let's see. I'm actually going to say this one because I think it's actually really good. Cancel. Let me just say this one real quickly because it's actually really good. Let's see. Export. Save for what? Click. Let's see. AO3. I gotta say that one. This is really good. Place. Okay. So now we're gonna make a new one based off of one of my other videos. So like, let's say you're into cars. I'm into cars, right? So a great example would be like one of my videos I have of me drifting my car. I have a BMW E36 M3 and I was drifting and I want to make a, what's up Arcane? What's up Arcane? And let's say I want to make a thumbnail for a video of drifting. So here's a great example of a video of me in my car. So yeah, this is an old video of me in my car drifting on the street. Should have kept it, dog. get the picture. That's me drifting, right? And let's say I want to like piece the video together, you know, it's pretty much gonna be me drifting. I got music on it. I forgot. In-car view. What's up, Breathless? What's up, Breathless? And you know, that's like what I want to make the video about is me drifting and stuff. So you know, you get a picture of your car, which I have a picture of my car, just having a good time, and then I want to make it into a thumbnail of some kind, maybe for funny. So I now want to take this photo. Let's go back to Photoshop. I'm gonna do 1920 by 1080, right? I'm gonna take a picture of my car. Drags over, that is. Okay, drag over. Ooh, I think I dragged over like 4 times. Nah. Okay, so this is my BMW. And so, as you can see, it's not a full image. I got to do some extra stuff to make it look like a better image. So I just drag this over here. And then, you know, you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can click the button and then you can hit the stamp tool, which I believe is the S key. Right on. And then, let's see. I gotta make an image. I want to make my brush really big. Okay. It's okay. Now we're just gonna bullshit over here with this real quickly. Having some fun. Just extending it out. Just because I want to. Everything just kind of just BSing around. See, that's too big of a brush. That's why I'm fucking up. There we go. But yeah, you get the picture. You know, just making something that looks cool, right? Just something that looks awesome and cool. Okay. Just real quick and easy. Doesn't matter that the car looks funky over here on the left hand side because we're gonna be covering that up. So with the car itself, we're going to select the image. So again, we're gonna zoom in on the car. Get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay. And so again, on the left-hand side, wherever your taskbar pops up on Photoshop, hit select image and it should start covering up your car. Okay. Or whatever you're doing. So get this going using the W button to brush it out. Let's see. You see it's picking up a lot of extra stuff. We don't want that. Let's see. And then we can zoom out and see what happens. Now we can hit left control C, left control V. Now we can minimize it, see what's going on. So you see there's a lot of dribble in the background. We don't want all that hot mess in the back. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Easy stuff, right? Let's see. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing a lot. It's more than just video games on my turf. I've been doing a lot of stuff. We're having some fun. And so there we go. Now it's kind of just a car. This is very ugly, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all just for you get better actually, because that's ugly. That's why I was catching that. It was absolutely hideous. See here, I'm still working. Let me get the wheels. There we go. Get the side skirts. It's my wide body E36 M3. If you guys are ever in Washington State, you can catch me at the track every once in a while. That's where I'll be heading out to PGP. It's super easy stuff. It just takes practice, trial and error. You know, I've been using Photoshop for years. I've been using all the Adobe products for years. So I'm well seasoned with it. And then see, left control C, left control V. And then now I can double click it and I can start adding the stuff to it. Let's say I want to add big and gold, right? Let's see. So that looks cool, right? Let's make this a little bigger. So size wise, have it glow more, just like that. Right on. Okay. And then from there, if I want to make the car bigger, I can. I have the opportunity. So hit the V button and you'll see that there's anchor points and you can now make it bigger, smaller. So I'll make the car bigger. It looks funky. It looks funky as hell. I know it does. But that's okay. So now the car is bigger and then I can add some text to it, or I can change the background. So I want to make the background a little darker. So again, go back to adjustments on the top right-hand corner and then hit curves. Again, let's make the background a little darker. There we go, just a little darker, a little bland. Oops, don't do that. There we go. Hit the eyeball on the right hand side, you can see it, and then it'll attach it to whatever you're trying to adjust. And then you can just add some basic text and caps locks, E36, M3, and then hit the street enter button if you want to. Street drifting, you know, something like that. There we go. And then you can make it bigger. What I always like to do is I like to put the text behind whatever the image I am adjusting, just because it makes it look so much better, like you know, as if it's actually there. And then again, I want to change the color of the text this time. I want to make it white. So let's make the text white. Okay. And then from here, you're going to want to double click the text on the right hand side. If you can see, I got to highlight it, double click the text. And then now your adjustments pop up and you could do a lot of stuff. So let's start fresh again with the adjustments. Okay. So the very first thing I want to do is starting out with a drop shadow as usual. I want to make the drop shadow white. I'm going to make it and then when it comes to blend mode, normal, opacity, maximum, it's still blue. I want it, because of the other one. And then I want to make it spread, kind of maximum, kind of like right there, just so you can see what you can't see what you're doing. And then for outer glow, I'm going to change the color to a black. And then I'm going to, actually it should be inner glow, but it should be fine. I'll make it normal for blend mode. And then we're going to raise the opacity up. And then we're going to change the spread. Make it super thick. Okay. Bring it down, make it small. It's like this. Okay. I want to add another effect. I want to add bevel. So let's see. And then from here, I can add some really cool effects to it. As you can see, it kind of gives it like a little shadow to it. And then all I can do is from here, if I want to, is just adjust the size. And then the depth, I can change the depth, how thick I want it to be. Usually I want it super thick, then just minimize it a little bit. And then boom, I got awesome ass text just like that, real quick and fast. And it can apply to anything. I keep telling you guys, it can apply to anything. You know, E36 street drifting, and you know, someone's gonna click on it. They're gonna see a badass car, and they're gonna see the text E36 street drifting, and then they're gonna click on it and see what's happening. That's realistically what's all to it when it comes to doing, you know, your own type of content creation. The thumbnail is extremely important. You have to make sure your thumbnail is really good looking, and it can apply to any game, whatever you're doing, just, you know, to get yourself going. I'm not sure if any of you guys who are watching are thinking about getting into content creation. If you guys are, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Trying to get Kaporo to make videos, but he don't want to make videos as usual. It's okay though. It's okay though. And so let's say let's make another one. Let's get another video clip. Let's say another picture. Let's see. We're gonna look at hold on, we got to go to videos captures. Let's look at another video clip. I'm not sure if I have any clips already set up. Let's see. Got some screenshots. Let's see. Let's use let's find a screenshot that I have. Maybe. Like this one. Perfect example. Perfect picture. Let's see. New 1920 by 1080. Okay. I'm gonna drag the image over. Very simple, right? Very simple. We got the 3 key cards. Right. So again, you have your image already here. Right hand side, you can see where it's at. Again, you're gonna do select object, and it should select all 3 cards. If not, I can go back and feather it. But as you see, the computer selected all 3 cards by itself almost perfectly. As you can see here though, it's not getting this one little part right here good. So hit the W key, okay? And then gently go over it. You see the cursor or not sure. Okay, So all cards are good, right? Right. Left control C, left control V. Take a look. Perfect. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Almost. Missing some detail up here. Okay, so yeah, let's go back. So controls, left control Z, left control Z. Okay. W key. We're just gonna fill it in. Okay. Look at the other cards to double check. They look good. They look good. Okay, left control C, left control V. Now I can add a drop shadow, some kind. So let's say, let's go from scratch again. Let's see. Turn that one off. Turn off, buddy. Turn off, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna do a drop shadow. It's because it helps out a lot when you do, and you can use whatever color. I like to use the brighter colors. So again, blend mode, always normal, opacity, maximum, and then select your color. Let's do red, just to be bold, okay? And then from there, change the size, make it big, kind of like that. Let's see, just like that. Yeah. Let's add some noise to it. There we go, a little bit of noise. Now let's add a outer glow. It's already there. Okay, outer glow. I want it to be purple. Why not? Bright ass purple too. Normal size. We're gonna bring it up. Opacity is low. Opacity to max. Ooh, that's too much. Too much flavor right there. Bring this down. So the colors kind of clash. They kind of blend too much. So you can switch them up and pick different colors. See, the red and blue pop really nice. The sky blue. Let me make this a little bigger. Bring down this. Bring up the spread just a little bit. You can do so much. Distance. Let's see. It's a little bit too big. Let's see. You know, you just gotta tinker with it and get what you think feels right. That looks good. Just color up, pick a different color. So I want to rock purple for some reason. Purple seems like really cool right now, or bright green because it's contestant zones. They use green for everything. Right. It's too big though, too bright. There we go. Put it around a little bit to the side. Okay. Still too bright. Lower the opacity just a little bit. Same thing with the other one. And then boom, we have ourselves excellent looking pieces. And then we can change the way the cards look, make them a little brighter. So again, make sure the card is highlight on the right hand side, top side of the screen. Adjustments, curve, bring them up a little bit, bring it down a little bit, make it look like it's holographic. Hit the eyeball. There we go. Then the actual background, the same thing. Hit curves, drop it down right there. Okay, and if you want to be a little creative, you can add a new fresh layer over the top of everything. So let's just a new layer, and what I like to do is like hit the brush tool, which is the B button, and I can add stuff. So for example, let's say I want to have some white. Let's get a bigger brush, kind of like highlight it over here a little bit, just a little bit, add some flare, almost like a little bit of smoke. Up right hand side over here, kind of just like that. Make it flash out, and then obviously hit the T button for text, and just do, you know, some basic text. Ghost Arena. Let's see, we could do walkthrough. There we go, and then you just make the text big, not too big. That's too big. So image like this, you're going to want to spread the text apart. So get rid of that. Leave Ghost Arena by itself. We're going to do dual text. So Ghost Arena over here, if I can get it going properly. It's like that. And then we're going to add a secondary text here with walkthrough. I don't want them to be a little up tall up here. So there. Then this one could be down here. It looks kind of funky. I know it looks funky. It's not proper. But now I can start adjusting it. So now I got my two text box over here. And now I can just select one, double click it. And then let's see, which one's this one? This is the Ghost Arena. And now I can actually start adjusting it. Let's see. So it's maintaining the same colors as last time, which I don't want. So we're gonna make the drop shadow white, and we're gonna make the drinking water. We're gonna change the color a little bit. Let's say make it gold, a darker gold, kinda. There we go. And then we can just adjust it from here. You don't need much. Let's see. Want it to be super bolded, not super bolded, just enough to give it that nice little dramatic flair. Let's see, it's too much. Go back down here. Spread it out a little bit. Opacity is low. Opacity needs to be on maximum. It needs to be on 0. Here we go. And then this. Adjust it a little bit, make it bigger like that. And usually what I do is I always change the text to black, just because it looks better with black text most times, and I can always change it later. And I click off of it, and you get the gist. Ghost Arena. And then if I want to go back to walkthrough, I already have it pinged up. I can just double select it, it's good to go. Or I can go to one of my saved presets and select it, and it's also good to go. And that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. It's very simple. It's not hard at all. But yeah, again, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm doing this even correct or not by showing you guys how to do this, but just trying to educate you guys on how to make really cool thumbnails, because if you're interested in doing content creation, this is something you must have, is really good, clear thumbnails. If you look at, example, any of my thumbnails, you will see that they're very clear, very bolded, and they're very appealing. You can look at them, you'll see what you're getting right away, because you can see what I'm talking about real quickly with the thumbnails. And they're very clear, very basic, nothing too crazy when it comes to them. And it's all the same stuff. You highlight your image a little bit, and then you add big giant words with an image of what you're doing, and it's very simple and very easy to understand. So yeah, if any of you guys are trying to get into content creation, that's pretty much it. It's not hard. It really is easy. To me, I can bang out a thumbnail in like good 10-15 minutes, really good one. And I usually almost always get my footage, my thumbnails in my footage. So for example, let's go back to the captures. This one right here, this is going to be probably Monday's upload for the AO3 in the zone. And while I was filming it, going through the whole entire zone with the AO3 sniper, what was I doing? So I'm out here just running it, and I got all the cards. And then from here, I went and got the image done as I was making the video. So you're going to see this also in the video, and you're going to see the thumbnail being made, which is right there. That's the thumbnail. And yeah, it's all there. And then the video just continues as I'm making my thumbnail, trying to figure out how I want to position my character. And it's just that simple. I wanted to make sure I had Ghost Arena in the background while holding the gun, because that's the whole point of the video, is those two subject matters right there. And I think I did a pretty good job while the lights are flashing to make sure that Ghost Arena was brightly lit in the back, just so everyone can see it. Really good lighting helps, and then a couple good edits here and there with your image just to make it look good. See, I'm shaking my head up and down because you see what I'm talking about in the clip. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. It is kind of hard to make a tutorial like this for thumbnails. I'm not really good at this type of thing, but I'm just kind of winging it. But you understand what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? So you guys will get a little sneak peek for the other day. You know how I do. I run it. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Very simple, very basic, very easy. Like I said, it's not hard. And once you get your presets all set up and stuff, it's very fast and easy, very quick and easy, especially with your text. That's like the biggest thing is your text. Let's say, just to get your presets already in to your styles, you can swap between them real quickly, and you can just set it up just so you don't have to mess around with it too much. And then you just adjust the colors a little bit here and there just to give yourself really cool looking images. So these two, the text has to be white, and this one too, text has to be white. This one, text has to be black. But yeah, you get my point, I guess. There's not much else to it. It really ain't much to it. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is really weird. It's a really weird live stream. I didn't know what to do about this, but I wanted to show you guys how to possibly do this if you guys are trying to do content creation. It's new to me doing something like this in a sense for content creation. So yeah, hopefully this was nice for you guys. It was gonna be a real short one today. Didn't want to do stream for too long on this subject, but yeah. Is everyone in the Discord? Are you guys all talking? I'm curious. Let me see what's going on over there on the Discord. You guys all in the Discord? Kinda. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I wasn't gonna stick on stream for too long. But yeah, I'm about to hop over on Discord and hop onto the game and cut this off. But yeah. Is your first stream to watch? Oh man, today's stream was not a gameplay stream. It's more of an educational stream for anyone, more than anything else. I just wanted to show you guys on how to make awesome thumbnails if you're trying to get into content creation. I know that there's better tutorials out there. I'm not the best at doing tutorials. You know, I'm sorry. If it's not a gameplay related tutorial, then you know, it was rough. I know it was rough, and I do apologize for that. I was going really fast as well, so you know. But I think everyone is about to hop on the game, and I think I'm about to hop on the game too. I'm thinking about cutting it off because that was pretty much the whole point of this little stream, really short stream. We were at it for about 45 minutes, and it's not bad. But hopefully if this engages anyone who wants to make content, hopefully this does help you guys out. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream, hop on Discord, and hop onto the game. I got Sturbinski hitting me up. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna run it today. You guys already know who it is. This is the biggest bird on the block. It's FC. Big bird out. Now, if you want me to live stream the game, I can do that too. Still here. I'm not done yet. We can always hop onto the game and live stream it too. All I got to do is just cut the stream and then cut it back on, and we can hop on. What do you guys think? What should we do today? He said, yes, sir. I know. Thinking about it. I have the option. Send it. Okay. Let me hop off stream and then get another stream going and make sure all my chat bots are working and stuff like that. And then we can actually hop onto an actual stream and have some fun for about a good hour and a half. I got Sturbinski already in the Discord. He's already in the voice chat. And so let's get everyone going today. The golden rhinos are heading out to have some fun. Let's do something. All right, Big Bird's out on this one. I'll be back in like 5 minutes with another stream up with a different icon, everything like that. Let's have some fun today. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready. Bye.